Hey everyone, welcome back to your English Learning Channel. Today, we're going on a little adventure, but not just anywhere, we're going traveling. Yeah, you heard that right. We're going to learn easy English sentences that help you talk about your travel plans just like friends do before a trip. So, imagine this. It's a bright Saturday morning in New York City. The sun is shining, the sky is clear, and the weekend feels perfect for something exciting. You wake up, stretch, and think, I really need a break. Then an idea pops into your mind. A short trip. You smile and say to yourself, yeah, maybe I should go somewhere near the beach. You open your phone, check the map, and think, maybe Miami. Ooh, that's a great idea. Sunny, warm, and full of fun. You start feeling excited already. Now you check flight prices. You see one that says, round trip to Miami, $120. Whoa, that's not bad at all. You nod and think, I can afford that. Let's book it before the price goes up. But suddenly, you stop and laugh. Oops, I should check my wallet first. You open it and find your fresh salary. Ah, what a relief. You smile and say, perfect, time to book the flight. You start imagining your trip, waking up to the sound of waves, feeling the soft sand under your feet, and watching the sunset. Just thinking about it feels relaxing. Now you start to plan what to pack. You say softly, light clothes, sunglasses, sunscreen, and swimwear. Then you suddenly remember, oh, the camera. I can't forget the camera. You laugh. I always forget something important. Then you walk to your kitchen and prepare a few snacks for the trip. You think, yum, I'll bring chips, cookies, and juice. Food always makes travel better. You smile again. Yeah, traveling without snacks? Never. You check your phone again and open the weather app. Looks like it might rain on Sunday. You say with a small sigh, oh no, but that's okay. You think positively. If it rains, I can visit a museum or a shopping mall. Ah, no big deal. Then you look out the window and smile. You say softly, I'm really excited about this trip. It's been so long since my last vacation. You close your eyes and imagine yourself sitting on the airplane, listening to soft music and watching the clouds outside. That peaceful feeling makes you even happier. You whisper, traveling is not just about places. It's about feeling free, feeling alive. Then you open your English notebook and say, let's practice some phrases I can use for my trip. You read them slowly and repeat. Are you free this weekend? Let's go on a trip. Let's book the flight. Don't forget the camera. It might rain. I'm so excited about this trip. You smile proudly and say, perfect. I sound more confident now. You stretch your arms, close your laptop, and whisper, that's enough planning for today. You look outside again. The sky is golden. The evening lights are turning on. You take a deep breath and say softly, tomorrow my little adventure begins. Then you laugh gently. I hope I wake up on time. The music fades out slowly as your mind fills with excitement and peace. You whisper, good night, Miami. See you soon. And that's the end of part 1 of your travel story. In part 2, we'll continue your journey, from packing your bags to the airport and all the funny moments and useful English phrases you'll need on the way. So don't forget to like, subscribe, and click the bell icon to join me in part 2. See you soon, travelers!
The next morning comes early. You wake up before sunrise, stretch, and say softly, ah, today's the day. You look at your packed bag and smile. I hope I didn't forget anything. You quickly check your list: clothes, camera, snacks, sunglasses. Then you nod proudly, yeah, all ready to go. You grab your coffee and head outside. The cool air touches your face and you whisper, what a perfect morning to travel. You book a ride to the airport and soon the car arrives. The driver smiles and says, "Good morning." You reply cheerfully, "Good morning, to JFK Airport, please." The car moves through the quiet streets and you feel a mix of calm and excitement. On the way, you think about how to talk in English when you travel. You practice softly to yourself, "Where is the check-in counter? What time is my flight? Can I have a window seat, please?" You giggle, "I sound like a real traveler now." At the airport, everything feels big and bright. You walk in, look around, and say quietly, "Oh, so many people." You pull your suitcase and go to the airline desk. You smile and say, "Good morning. I'd like to check in, please." The staff asks, "Can I have your ID and ticket?" You hand them over saying politely, "Sure, here you go." After a few minutes, the staff smiles, "All set. Have a great flight." You respond, "Thank you. Yay!" You walk away feeling proud. My English worked perfectly." Then you go through security and suddenly you hear, "Oops." You laugh nervously. You forgot to take your keys out of your pocket. The guard smiles and says, "No problem. Just put them in the tray." You say, "Ah, got it," and both of you laugh softly. After that, you find your gate and sit down near the window. You take a sip of water and whisper, traveling alone feels peaceful." You watch airplanes taking off and you think, "Whoa, look at that one, so beautiful." While waiting, you decide to buy a snack. You go to a cafe and say, "Hi, can I get a muffin and a cup of coffee, please?" The barista smiles and says, "Sure, that'll be $6. You hand the money and say, "Here you go." She gives you the coffee and says, "Have a great trip." You smile back, "Thank you, you too, if you ever travel." Then you walk away feeling happy about your small English conversation. You find your seat again and start to think, learning English is actually fun when I use it like this. You smile proudly and whisper, "Yeah, I'm getting better every day." The boarding announcement begins. You hear, "Passengers for Flight 205 to Miami, please proceed to Gate B12. You stand up quickly, grab your bag, and say, "Ah, that's me!" You walk in line, show your boarding pass, and say, "Good morning." The attendant smiles and replies, "Welcome aboard." You find your seat near the window and sit down. You look outside at the bright runway and whisper softly, "Whoa, it's really happening." The plane starts to move. You feel a little nervous, but also excited. You take a deep breath, close your eyes, and think, I made it. Everything went fine." A few minutes later, the plane takes off. You see clouds, sunlight, and a beautiful view. You whisper, "Oh, so peaceful." You think back to all the English phrases you used today. "Check in, please." "Here you go." "Thank you." "Have a great trip." You smile proudly. "I did it!" Now you sit quietly, feeling the gentle sound of the airplane. You think, traveling teaches more than just places. It teaches confidence, smiles, and small words that make big connections. You take another look outside the window and say, "Yeah, every trip is a new story." Then you laugh softly, "And my story just started." You lean back, close your eyes, and whisper, "Miami, here I come." As the plane flies higher through the clouds, the scene fades with gentle music and your happy smile. And that's the end of your travel story. You planned it, packed it, spoke in English confidently, and finally started your journey. So, my friends, what did we learn today? We learned how to talk about travel in English, how to book a flight, check in, buy something, and talk politely. Repeat with me one more time. Can I check in, please? Where is the gate? Have a great trip. Thank you so much. Perfect. You sound great. And remember, every time you travel, you can practice English naturally. It's not just about grammar. It's about connecting with people, smiling, and enjoying every moment. So keep practicing, keep smiling, and keep learning. I'll see you in the next lesson. Maybe in another country. Who knows? Bye for now, travelers. Safe journey and happy learning.